We are back. Yes, indeed. Welcome, as my phone starts buzzing. Welcome to the 315th coffee session. It's June 1st. Happy Tuesday. I can't believe it's June already. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a good, safe Memorial Day weekend. It was pretty cool weekend. We had beautiful weather all 3 days here. Humidity was low, not super hot. Just a great 3 days. And today's going to be another one, looks like. But looks like we got most of the old gang here hanging out with us. Let's see. Let me do a roll call here and see who we got. Got Troy Pritchard's in the house. How you doing, Troy? Mr. Wilson Rubottom. Good morning, sir. Marcello Ballone. Good morning. Thomas Grimm's in the house. How you doing, Thomas? Darren Birds from Ontario, Canada. Welcome. Let's see who I'm missing here. David Burnett. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Gary Hammett's in the house. Yep, coffee sessions are back. They are back. Jesse from JJ Woodshop's in the house. Good morning, Jesse. Kevin Els, how you doing, Kevin? Dave Matthews checking in from Canisius, New York. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. My buddy Mark Lindsay, CNC. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well out there in Medford, Oregon. Clyde CNC's here this morning. Good morning, Clyde. Good to see you. My buddy Rick Morphew. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you. George Rothfuss is here this morning. Man, we got a bunch of folks here. Good morning, George. Terry Dobbs over there on Facebook. How you doing, Terry? Excuse me. Steve Gronsky's. Excuse me. I'm going to have these tickles in my throat. So, nothing a little coffee won't fix. Good morning, Steve. Landis Stutes. Hope I'm taking things slow. I tell you what, Landis, I am feeling fantastic. Hendrix Woodworking's in the house. Wild Bill Larison. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you. No, I am feeling fantastic. I was telling somebody yesterday that yesterday was probably the first day in a long, long time where I felt normal, even a little better than normal, I think. So, feeling good, healing up good. The incision here is all pretty much healed up. Still a little tender. If I go to sneeze or cough, you'll see me kind of hold things in place because that hurts a little bit when I do that. But which has made it tough because since I've been getting back out into the shop and especially running a rotary axis like what I've been doing, there's really no dust collection. So there's a lot of dust floating around and it makes me want to sneeze and I have to make sure one doesn't sneak up on me. But yeah, all good. Healing up good. Not completely back to normal, but pretty daggum close, I gotta say. Let's see, we got Jason Pulliam. He said it's a little wet in St. Louis. Yeah, I think you guys been getting a bunch of rain out there in Texas and stuff. Mike Reynolds is in the house. Good to see you. Here's my favorite solar man. How you doing, Ryan? Good to see you. Yeah, just beautiful weekend. As probably most of y'all know, I'm originally from Indiana. So I've always been a big fan of the Indy 500, and it was so good to get to see that run. Last year it ran in what, like August or something. Didn't run Memorial Day weekend like it normally does, but yeah, I got to watch the race. Pretty exciting. I felt so bad for Graham Rahal though, because he comes out of the pits. I mean, he'd just been, conserving fuel and was really looking good, and then he comes out of the pits, and one of his pit members forgot to tighten up the thing, and the wheel comes off. And I'm thinking, man, on Indy cars, they only have that one big nut. Come on. But man, really felt bad for him. But was happy to see Spider-Man win, climb the fence, and all that. So that was and that was number 4 for the Spider-Man. So we'll see if he can get another one. Sound better, more energetic. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Things pumping better than it ever has. I'm telling you. Diana Carpenter's in the house. Good morning to you. Yeah, feeling good. Still got, I've lost probably, it fluctuates a little bit, between 10 and 15 pounds, I guess, which I needed to do. Certainly don't recommend that weight loss program, but it's hanging around. I got on the scale again this morning. It's hanging around the same, few pounds. So hopefully I can stay around there. Mr. Mac is in the house. Hope you and Jax are doing good. Good to see you, Dave. Yeah, don't really have much to talk about. Me, I just been away for so long that don't really have that much to talk about. Have y'all heard about the? I know y'all have, because it's been all over the news. But have y'all heard all the stuff now about they're not calling it UFOs anymore. They're calling it UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon. I guess they make it sound more important when they change the name of it. But yeah, they had the stuff where they're buzzing around ships and all that kind of stuff. Man, I can't wait to see what happens with that. Yeah, it's getting to the point now where the government's even admitting it. But the thing of it is, though, nobody, is it from someplace else, another, world, or another galaxy or something, or is it Russia, or is it China, or North Korea? Who knows what it is? But I think it'd be pretty cool if maybe after they get done buzzing around and stuff, they shoot some like laser beams or phasers, or all that stuff they have in those those movies and stuff. So I don't know, something, shoot something cool and just vaporize it, like, I don't know, maybe the Capitol building or something like that. That'd probably be good. But I don't know, we'll see. I can't wait to see what comes of that. Mr. Greg Hamilton. I always have to be careful when he says hello, because I see Greg Hamilton, I always want to say Hitch, but that's the other Greg Hamilton. How you doing, Greg? Hope all is well in Conyers. Let's see here. Let's see. Mr. Henry says, taking Dad to the cardiologist today. Heart rate has been averaging around 40. Pacemaker, maybe. We'll see. He has absolutely no energy. All right. Well, they can fix you up. They did a job on me, I tell you. George says, whoops, I missed it. If you only knew what the military's got in inventory. Yeah. I think like in Mars Attacks. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. They've been, used to anything like that would happen, and it was all hush hush, and they deny it or flat out lie about it. And now it's like they're wanting it to get out there. But it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. There's some kind of, Mark says, got your Slim Whitman cassettes handy, Ryan. I don't know what that's about, but there must be a joke in there somewhere. Yeah, can y'all hear Jack snoring? he hadn't changed at all. I tell you that. He's sitting right down here, right at my feet, and he just now the snoring kicked in. So I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, good to see y'all back in here. Hope y'all got some coffee. I'm even sporting my little coffee sessions cup this morning. Going to have a busy day. Oh, okay. Mark's explaining that. He says they use Slim Whitman music to kill the Martians in Mars. I can see how that would work. Yeah. Mars Attacks. I'll have to look that up again. I haven't. Let's see here. I got an email saying a new comment. Oh, that was on the last month's coffee session. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day, probably a busy week. I know some of y'all may have seen it. I did manage to get a YouTube video. I got a YouTube video out. I think it was last Saturday. First one I put out in like a couple months or something, other than the live stream where we did the virtual meet and greet thing. And that was a lot of fun. But yeah, going to be doing another follow-up video. In the video I did Saturday, I was using my rotary axis to make a king chess piece. And really the purpose of the video was to kind of encourage anybody that might have a rotary axis, especially any Gatton people, that, even if you don't have a spire and don't know how to draw 3D stuff, there's a gazillion 3D models on places like Thingiverse. And then I watched Laney the other night, and he was talking about Turbo Squid, which is a free 3D thing. I think they have some you can pay for, but there's also a bunch of free ones. And of course, how with Thingiverse, most of the things they have on there, I think pretty much that whole thing is kind of geared around 3D printing and stuff. Everybody's sharing 3D models, but for that, they're like thinking you're gonna 3D print it like this. So running it on a rotary and stuff, it's it's fun to me and challenging to try to figure out how to get it to come out, as good as it would with a 3D printer, but doing it totally different and with a sharp, spinny thing, So, but I'm going to be doing a follow up video because somebody, I think it was Thomas Grimm, but I'm not for sure. He had asked about me showing the process, how to do it in VCarve Pro and stuff. And I have since figured out even a better way than the way I did it. So I'm going to be doing a follow-up video sometime this week, next day or two maybe, showing that. And I'm going to be making some more chess pieces. So let's see. Clyde wants to know what size chuck is on my rotary axis. I think it's a 4-inch diameter chuck. I think, Mark, maybe you can help me because I think I bought kind of the same thing you did. I don't know. I think it's 4-inch diameter. But I like to glue those little donut things. I cut these donuts out of scrap plywood because I got lots of scrap plywood, and I like to cut if I'm doing a 3x3 by whatever blank to do these things. I just cut a 3-inch circle with an 1.5 inch hole in the center of it, and then I glue that on the one end. It says 100 millimeter. Yeah, that might be what it is, because that would be 3.937 or something like that. Whatever that metric stuff is. Hey, there's Bill Hoffman. He's here. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you. We've got a couple of folks watching over there on Facebook. Yeah. 100 millimeter, 3.94. Yep. But yeah, I don't know really why, but I just decided to get out I've had those chess pieces kind of, in my mind that I was going to play around and see if I could make them. And I decided to get, set it up and play around with that. And now I'm kind of like, all right, let's see what I can do with that thing. Well, let me try to pick something that's going to be really difficult. Might be easy to 3D print, but really difficult to do on a rotary, and see if I can do it. Yeah, let's see here. Steve Gronsky, I'm missing some questions. He says, are you returning to have daily sessions? You betcha. Every weekday, we'll be back on the schedule. Good Lord, I had a month off or longer. That's long enough, right? Troy wants to know how the garden is doing. Well, Troy, I'm going to tell you, the garden, I had big plans for that garden. Man, I had. Well, you've probably seen pictures of my little cart where I had all those solo cups and all those seedlings started, I had big plans for my garden. But on April 16th, all that changed. I was out planting tomato plants and was getting ready to do the whole garden, but I got 5 tomato plants in. And that's when heart attack hit. So that's kind of been a bust, but I will show you something here. It's not a complete failure. Okay, let's see if I can get these pictures queued up. All right, I posted this one. Hold on, I should already had this queued up. My bad. Okay, now this is a picture I posted on Facebook. This is that little green stalk thing right here. that I bought just because I thought it was cool. It's a 5-tier. You fill these things full of potting soil, and then you put stuff in them. And this up here is like a watering tray. So it's got little lines on the top of it. So you fill it up with water, depending, to whatever line, how many tiers you got. And since I have 5, I fill this thing almost to the top. And it's got holes, and all that water filters down and waters all this stuff evenly. So these are really cool things. And they're great for people who, maybe, like if you lived in an apartment or something, you could stick one of these out on your balcony or something like that, or your back patio or whatever, because they don't take up much space. But anyway, I posted this picture on May the 1st. All of these things, the top 4 tiers here, you don't see anything in them because it's just dirt, because those are seeds planted there. Now down below here, on the bottom piece, is some sweet banana peppers, that those were done from seedlings. Over here on the right in this pot, I have 3 of my cucumber seedlings. And then over here, I have 2 tomato plants in this pot. The one on the left is what was it called? Steak sandwich hybrid, I think. And then the one on the right, which is perhaps a little bigger, was the bodacious hybrid. Okay, so that was taken on March the 1st. And now let me go. Here it is. I took this picture on the 30th, I think. So basically, to answer your question, Troy, the garden's a bust, but this is basically my garden now. This is up on my deck, and this is all I'm going to worry about. The other 5 tomato plants that I did get planted before all the bad stuff went down, I still take the hose and try to keep them watered a little bit, but they don't look near as healthy as these. But these you can see, and I'm using some fancy tiki torch things for my stakes here, but these are climbing pretty good. Well, they're not really climbing, but you keep tying them up as they go. And then of course you can see all of this stuff. Again, the sweet peppers in the bottom, and I can't remember. I put tape on here so we can see, but there's some okra in here. There's some zucchini. I think that's zucchini right there hanging over, I think. This is some, I think, romaine lettuce that's really not doing that great, I don't think. Somewhere in here, there's some cherry tomatoes. I'm not sure. I can't read what that is on that thing. Oh yeah, there's the cherry tomato, zucchini. Yeah, I can read it pretty good. If I move the romaine. Okay, and this says cucumbers, but this is some of those what do they call them? Cuca. It's like the little baby cucumbers. They look like a cucamelon. That's what they call them. They look like a little baby watermelon, but they're they call them cucamelons. And then of course my peppers right there. Okay, and then of course over here you can see I got a piece of fence and set this over here to give something for the cucumbers to climb on. So one of them, there's 3 of them in here. One of them is kind of going down around on the ground here, and then the other 2 are climbing up. So that's and this picture was taken the 30th, so 30 days apart. Let's see. Yeah, there's May 1st, and there's May 30th. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's Don't know if it's going to do anything or not, but we'll see. Let's see. I'm missing some stuff here. Mark says, keep the chuck. Hold up. It'll flash rust like crazy in humid weather. Yeah. Mine hadn't had any rust on it that I've seen. Rusty Taylor's in the house. Good morning, Rusty. How you doing? Mark's still working for his boss out there. Let's see. Dave says need to get another yard of mushroom compost, fill the raised garden beds and greenhouse, but need some potato grow bags. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I think your growing season's probably a good bit later than what mine is. I'm in zone 8A. So let's see here. Did I miss anything else? Hey, there's Leanne Moon. How about that? How you doing, Leanne? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you and Ken are doing well up there on, let's see, what is it called? Holly Hill, I think. Hope you all are doing well. We are, man, I can't get this to work. What am I doing? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Bruce says he's going to try 5-gallon bucket taters. Anyone tried? I don't know. You probably could do it. Might work all right. Mark says he's in zone 8A2. Everything is planted and we're already picking strawberries. Yeah. Mark, did you see that thing the other day? I tagged you on a post, but I don't know if you saw it. But they had a thing where so much of what is it? Parts of Washington, Northern California, and Oregon. They're talking about joining up with Idaho or something like that. Did you see that? Because I looked at the little map and it had Medford right there in the middle of it. And I'm like, yeah, Mark may be from Oregon or from Idaho before long. Oh, that happens. Oh, man, you got to get him on the ball, Leanne. Got to get him on the ball. Or else I'll have to make a road trip and come up there, light a fire. Bill says he planted his second batch of radish seeds yesterday. First batch was yummy. Yeah, they're a quick grower, I think. Bill says, so glad you're doing well. Pray for you every night. I appreciate it, Bill. I tell you, if it wasn't for them prayers y'all been doing for me, I don't know where I'd be. Yeah, Clyde says Home Depot and Lowe's buckets are food safe. Yeah. And I don't know how much those things cost. I haven't bought a Lowe's or Home Depot bucket in a while, but hopefully they're cheaper than their lumber. Good gosh. All right, let's see. Yeah, Mark says they've been talking about it since the 40s. Yeah, well, it's only been, 80 years. They'll get it done. Do you know anyone? No. Ken's all right. He's all right. All right, guys. My timer went off, and I'm actually a little over, so I got to get out of here. Believe it or not, I got stuff to do. The world don't slow down or stop just because old Dave has a heart attack. It just keeps on going. So I got stuff to do. Got to run the UPS store. I gotta cut a bunch more Gattons because I'm just about out as far as when I say out. I've got plenty of material out there, thankfully, because I bought a whole bunch the last time. So I haven't had to buy any since it went up, jacked up that price the last time. But I'm out of ones already done and boxed up, ready to go. So gonna be running some of those today, and hopefully try to get shoot the follow up video to the chess piece thing. So anyway, thank y'all so much for coming back and spending your morning with me, drinking some coffee, and come on back tomorrow. We will be back for the hump day version of the coffee sessions. It'll be number 316 for those of you keeping track, and we will see y'all later. Let me see if I can figure out how to get out of here. I haven't done this in a while, man. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a great Tuesday.